All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and it seems like Candace has some more news about this Will Smith and Jada Smith as the saga continues, man. Like I said, this right here just been crazy and wild to us, with all us finding out that Jada and Will ain't been together in the last 7 years, but they show up at the Oscars together. Will Smith gets up, slap Chris Rock, and trying to tell Chris Rock that he's ready to, whenever he's ready to talk, he's ready. Like, don't no man want to talk after you done put your hands on him over a joke, and come to find out y'all ain't even together, y'all ain't been living together. Will Smith sat at a table and let his wife tell him how she was basically in love with her son's best friend. And how much, telling him how much she loved Tupac, still posting videos and pictures of her and Tupac on Instagram. It is just crazy. I don't see how Will Smith would let stuff like that stand. How can you sit down as a man and listen to your wife tell you how she loves somebody else, and somebody that was way younger than her? This is wild. So everybody is going off on Jada and Will Smith right now, and it seems like that Jada been trying to drag Will's name through the mud because she's trying to sell her memoir. So that's what really been going on. So that's what a lot of people been saying. That's the reason why she's been trying to use Will Smith to make money off her memoir, what she's trying to sell. So this relationship is just wild. Candace said in the last video that Will Smith and Jada have been lying to all of us this whole entire time, showing up everywhere, making everybody think they was together when they wasn't. So we're going to dive straight into this because Candace said that Will Smith finally responds to Jada's press tour because she's been going around talking about him, and Will Smith has been silent. So I guess now he has broke his silence. Let's find out what he's going to say. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it, y'all.
All right, let's move on now and talk about something a bit more disturbing. Funny way, disturbing, because it is just ridiculous. Well, finally, guys, we were all at the edge of our seats wondering when Will Smith was going to respond. Will Smith, it is incumbent upon you to stand up for yourself as a man. Put some hair on your chest. Respond to this. Your wife has been humiliating you for years in public, dragging you out like a puppy dog to say that you were okay with her having an affair with your son's friend, your son's young friend, by the way.
Young.
His name Augusta. And now Augusta is gay. He's come out as a homosexual. I mean, there's just a lot going on here. And we expect you, Will Smith, to say something, Make us respect you again. You're Hancock. You played Ali, right? We believed in these characters, Will Smith. We believed that after an apocalypse, you would be able to rescue the world. We believed every character that you played were going to need you to say something for yourself. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report he has. What I'm sad to report is that it's really bad. Will Smith is beaming alongside his wife. He is joining her on her book tour. You'll remember she is now making the rounds because she's writing a memoir called Worthy. And she's basically saying, I haven't been in a relationship with Will for 7 years. I still love Tupac Shakur.
Wow.
I'm obsessed with him forever. And apparently Will Smith is totally okay with it. So here is Will Smith responding, introducing his wife on tour. Take a listen.
Jada's the best friend I have ever had on this planet. And I am going to show up for her and support her for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Ooh, the cringe. Oh, Will, why? No, Will, take it back. Don't say it. Please. No, I can't even open my eyes. That's the kind of stuff that you would just have to replay in Guantanamo Bay over and over again as you torture a prisoner. Just look at this man being emasculated. Watch him say that he loves it. He loves everything that his wife says. Oh, it is so bad. We started the show talking about toxic female culture. I don't even think this is toxic man culture. This is exclusively Will Smith. And it makes it difficult to buy into any of his characters. I'm glad that all of his movies are done, and I had already bought into his characters, thought he was a great actor, because I will never unsee this. I will never unsee this. I mean, it is incredible. It's like she just has his balls in her purse at all times, and he just takes it. And she's extremely masculine, and he's extremely feminine. And somebody, posited a theory, maybe, Will Smith swings for the other side. Maybe he's homosexual himself and he just doesn't care. And I'm like, guys, let's not pretend that this is how homosexual men live. Like, they would be willing to be humiliated in public. What man ever, irrespective of sexual preferences, would be happy to have their partner treat them like this in public? It's sad. It's really sad to see this. And what is disturbing is the fact that there has been an appropriate public response to this. People saying that this is not right. Even people that have wild and progressive ideas about what a marriage should be are saying, I don't want to see this anymore. This makes me uncomfortable. It should make you uncomfortable. Despite seeing that backlash, Will Smith carries on. So what do we assume? She's blackmailing him? Maybe.
There got to be something.
I don't know. Are there, she knows where the bodies are buried, and so he's just like, all right, I don't want her to say anything about me, so I'm just going to be supporting her to the very end? Or, is this just who Will Smith is? I cannot believe that he is a victim anymore. I don't think this is somebody that is suffering from falling in love with his captor. I think Will Smith has to take responsibility here. Will Smith has long needed to man up, but now we understand that he never will. So Will Smith that you knew and loved is gone. The Fresh Prince ain't so fresh no more. He is unfortunately
That's crazy,
whatever
bro.
is left of him after this disastrous, non-existent, as we have learned, union. That is exactly who you should not aspire to be in life. All right, guys, now let's jump into some of your comments pertaining to Will and Jada appropriately. The Odyssey writes, she must have some extreme dirt on this man for him to tolerate this level of disrespect. That isn't adoration, it is compliance. Wow, that was a timely comment. I read that live and weren't expecting you to say exactly what I just said. I agree. Drummer Mom writes, as sad as this situation is, they deserve each other. There are no victims in this tragedy, only volunteers. Also exactly what I said. I think we are all reading the room correctly here. He's not a victim. She is not a victim. And they are exactly where they deserve to be in life. This next person writes, I knew a couple very closely that were nearly identical to Will and Jada's dynamic. The wife was a complete narcissist, and it was so sad and embarrassing to all of us who knew them to witness her husband being so blatantly disrespected. She cheated on him and also convinced him that it was okay. They're still together, even though she was having an affair with a married man, her friend's husband, and her husband knew him too. It's also cringy, but goes to show how much narcissists can get away with. Yeah.
This is crazy, y'all. How can Will Smith sit there and listen to this crap? And then you go on, I'm going to support Jada. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But yet she's dragging you through the mud, Will. Dragging you through the mud. Telling you how she still loves Tupac. And you okay with that. Telling you how she wanted to make her son friend feel wanted, feel okay by having sex with him. And you okay with that. And she made you say you was okay with that. Like, if y'all look at the little round table when they was talking, all you can see is Will. Like, agreeing with everything she was saying. I'm like, Amanda be sitting there like, what you mean you love Tupac? What you mean you did this with our son, best friend? But Will ain't calling out anything that she did. She has to have something on him that he don't want to get out, and that's the reason why he just placating with her. He's not calling her out. He's trying to seem like he's still nice. He's like really nice to her. If you see the video when they was up in the house, Will got mad because she was recording him. He was like, I don't want to be recorded. He said, can you stop recording me? I don't want to be recorded. She was like, I can do what I want. And then she was like, y'all see this foolishness every time I'm recording him and he gets mad. Like, come on, bro. I don't see how Will don't call this stuff out. It just pisses off a lot of folks. But it's his fault because he's sitting here dealing with it. Not saying anything. I support her. She don't support you. And like I said, I'm going to say that again. You support her, but she don't support you. Come on, bro. Will, Wake up, smell the coffee. This woman is telling you how she is still in love with Tupac. And not just Tupac. She even sat there at that table and told you how she wanted to make her son, best friend, feel good. How's you okay with that, bro? That's the reason why everybody is calling you out. Wake up. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. And that's the reason why she's having fun saying anything she want to say about Will, because she know he's not going to say anything. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to divorce her. And she know that. And that's the reason why she can get away with just talking about him and dragging his name any way she want to.
Yeah, but at a certain point, you have to wonder, because that dynamic makes such little sense when you're talking about a man. I mean, yes, can men suffer narcissistic abuse? Absolutely. I believe it. But you would like to think that it would be less likely that a man would allow a woman to do this to him publicly, because it just takes something away from their manhood, right? Yep. You just would go, okay, I can't function like this. A dog in between, with its tail in between its legs. You just wonder how long that can go on for before they stand up and say, you know what? I feel like barking like a dog today. Clap, Bang, Run writes, she is spoiled. She talks about her feelings, her journey, her struggles all the time. Complains about the multi-million-dollar house that he built for her, the 40th birthday party that he planned for 3 years, everything. She's so ungrateful and blind to her privilege and how lucky she is. Why would she give up his devotion? She can have her cake and eat it too.
Yeah, that's
crazy. She does come across as remarkably spoiled, that everything great that ever happened to her was actually a disaster. And at the end of the day, I don't even think it's just that she's spoiled. I just think that she genuinely never liked him. Like, Will was really never her type. And like I said, Jada Pinkett Smith, she is for the streets.
Yeah, that's exactly what Candace said, that she is for the streets, saying that Will was never her type, and said that she would stay with Will because he's getting old. So it's just a lot of crazy stuff going on that Jada is constantly saying. And you see the comment section on this video with coming from Candace. Like, these people, they see what's going on. They see what she's doing. Straight using the man. His likeness, everything. Because she knows he's not going to do anything to her. But that's okay. We going to be the ones that's going to put out these videos and tell y'all exactly what's going on. Because obviously, as we can see, Will is scared of Jada. Come on, bro.
I want to get into a few of your comments regarding Lil RT. He was the rapper I showed you.
All right, y'all, we'll stop it right there. I think she's going into another segment. I think a segment that we covered yesterday about the rapper and stuff like that. That was pitiful. I'm not even going to go into that. If y'all want to know what she was talking about, that rapper and stuff like that, make sure you check out my video from yesterday. It's on the channel where Candace went in on this 9-year-old rapper cussing, grown-ups around him, rooting them on to cuss and say all these bad words. And even his mama is promoting him. He's 9 years old using cuss words, and not just any cuss word, big, like, bad cuss words at 9 years old. That is ridiculous, man. But like I said, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this with Jada and Will. But like I told y'all, I'm not letting out this story, especially if Candace come out with something about Will Smith and Jada. Y'all already know I am on it, because I got to check it out, because I know Candace is going to come out with the news. But that was very, very cringeworthy watching Will say, I still love her. But she tells you she don't love you. You love her, but she don't love you. So y'all got this little, I guess, little bet or whatever y'all say. No matter what happened, we ain't going to get a divorce. So she knows you're not going to divorce her. So she feel like, I can go do whatever I want. I can say that I still love Tupac. I can tell him that I slept with our son's best friend. Will is not going to do anything because he's not going to divorce me. And that's the thing she got hold of you on. That's why she feels she can still say these things. Because ain't no real man gonna sit there and let a woman, his wife, tell him that she still love another man and bragging about it. Not even, no remorse at all. Remember, she was sitting at that table telling Will that how she slept with her son, best friend, and she talking about Tupac. She has no remorse. She did not one time say, Will, I'm sorry I did this. Will, she said, Will, I wanted to make him feel good. What make your son friend feel good with sex? And I mean, it was so cringeworthy to watch that all Will was done the whole time was just nodding his head like, yeah, Jada, you right. You right, Jada, you right. Like, what? That is ridiculous, man. And even Stephen A. Smith just straight went off on Will and Jada. Straight went off. I still haven't got a chance to cover that video yet, but I heard that Stephen A. went off. I seen like a few clips and stuff like that. I haven't got a chance to watch his whole video. But Stephen A., he went straight off about that because like he said in that little clip that I did see about Jada, you're treating Will wrong. Because he could have got sued going up there slapping Chris Rock. He could have got sued. But luckily, Chris Rock didn't do that. But if he did that to anybody else, they would have sued the mess out of Will Smith for getting on live TV, slapping this man in his face over somebody that you ain't been with in 7 years. Lying. That's the reason why I call Hollywood Hollyweird. It's just full of lies. But like I said, this right here is crazy. Their relationship is just crazy and ridiculous, man. I just don't see how Will sit there and listen to all that and let her go around tell her. Even if she ain't been with Will in 7 years, she didn't have to tell nobody that. She knew doing that it was gonna cause an uproar. She knew it. Because the thing is, she's trying to sell that memoir. She's trying to sell that book. So long as she can put that out there to make people want to buy that book, to see what else she got to say probably about Will. So she know what she's doing. But like I said, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about everything. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.